stories about your hardship with the board.
This is what happened. Last year, I did a lot of overtime because there was a lot of call-ins and everything. So I was actually one of the ones that didn't get sick, so I was working through the whole thing.
COVID,
So during this time, I'm thinking, like, oh, okay, my license doesn't expire. So I just noticed my license expires this year in October, but I didn't. So that's why I was like, I was so busy last year. So that's why I was like, I really, really do agree with doing it online, like, because that gives me enough time to be at home and not running up and down and we were actually doing 16 hours. We were not doing like we were not 12 hours.
Doing 8 hours. Yeah.
We were doing 16. Sometimes we were doing 16 hours 3 times a week.
Yeah. Oh, okay. For your 3 days back to back, or like, is it like
we were doing, because I'm Monday through Friday, so we were doing Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Did you get the notification that there's an emergency waiver that you can do everything online, and that will end on February?
I did. I heard it when I was calling to find out, and they said it was good through August the 28th. So I think that I can do both. I mean, all of them online. Am I correct?
Yes, that's the emergency waiver.
Okay. But do I have to call them or I just send it in like that?
Well, see, that's the thing, is that they're not going to notify you at all. So have you ever tried calling them and they get were you able to get to a person?
No, I wasn't. It's so hard. It's just so hard to get through.
How long were you on the phone, my dear, if you don't mind me asking?
I think it was maybe 20. At the most, it was 25 minutes, but that's a lot, because I'm always running up and down. So, but and I believe one day I kept trying and trying. I kept hanging up and calling again, hanging up and calling again, but I never got through.
And you never had notification of this, that you can take everything online, so you don't have to go to the face. Now it ends on February.
February the 28th. I heard it on the phone when they were saying.
Oh, on the phone. So you finally got
No. I speak to anybody, but the phone says, oh, if you're a CNA, the ending time for something, it said, it's on February the 28th, if you can do it online and stuff like that.
Oh, good. Did you ever when you renewed before the pandemic, was it difficult?
Before, we were able to get classes, but now it's so hard. Everywhere you go, it's just like they have an exception, like they only take like 4 people, or the most is 6 people, and it's a lot of us. It's not just me. So a lot of people are complaining because they can't make it to the class. There's no way.
Does your work provide you the CEs?
No, they don't. They don't provide a CE. That's the only reason. A lot of jobs are not providing CEs anymore.
Did you ever ask them why? Why, because the RNs and the LVNs can be provided CE. They they're in service, right? So when you do in service, you can't get CEs in any of those?
We don't get in services in our facilities anymore. Oh, not in ours. That's why they give us CE to go out. And if you want to go out, you use your CE day, and so you can take classes. But they're always restricted. They're like, oh, we're so short. Can you do it next week, or can you do it like that? And it makes you uncomfortable just asking,
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I really need it because I need to do my CEs, but it's so hard. They don't understand. And they're like, well, can you do it next week? Because we're short this week, or can you do it? And I'm like, okay. But then I keep going and going. Like, I keep saying yes all the time, and I don't get it done. I don't.
Yes, and you're gonna be expired. Did you ever miss your 12 hours? You gotta do your 12 hours the first year, another 12.
Well, this is the first time it ever happens to me. I've never had this before.
Oh, okay. So that means, you miss your hours because of the COVID. Is that what it is?
Yeah, because there's nowhere to go. Like, I've been calling and everything, and everybody at work is like, have you gotten somebody, and this and that. So what they do is like they rotate, like, okay, if she gives us this day, that person that gives the CEs, because they only take a little bit of people, like it's my turn and mine is closer to expired. That's how we're doing it. Like we're fighting. Like if mine is closer now, I'm like, is mine is gonna be closer to expire? So now I have to take my seat. Like I really, like there's no other option. And they're like, Mas, but we need ours too. I know, but everybody needs them, but I'm closer to expired. So now that's how we're doing it because, and then those classes only take like 3 persons. Like the other day, there was 6 people. And when I called, they had already, and I even called, I said, I can't even take the day off. They already took my place.
So they already filled you up.
Yes, there's no, I kid you not, there's so short. They don't want a lot of people in one class. They do not.
No, it's difficult. The CDPH paperwork takes a whole bunch of time. Like, you know it.
Yes, I do.
So that nobody's going to teach like more than 6, it's a headache.
Yes. So everybody's like, kid you not, everybody at work is like, do you have anybody? Do you know anybody? I'm like, no, I don't. Like, because this person only takes 6 people. And I'm like, what do we do? Like, what can we do? Like, and they were like, everybody.
Did you ever have to like call in sick just to get to your CE? Because, they keep asking you, work.
Actually, this week I'm doing it sick and I'm trying to look for CEs. Kid you not. This is one of the weeks I'm like desperate because I don't want it to get to October and I don't have any.
Yeah.
So I'm using my sick time.